EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to Southern California as we've got playoff football ahead in the City of Angels. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Ready up. 26 Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
26 Mike. Double dog. That's the way. Slam.
Topper.
26 Mike.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now.
Here we go on second and 12. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Looking to throw. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go, baby.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Attack! Yellow!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And right away he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Come back!
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, 55. Right there, you remember, 55. You got nothing to work. You got nothing.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Devin Bush in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan there on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Yellow.
In your face. Check it out, Reed.
I got motion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
You draw perfect.
He's checking, he's checking.
Hey!
Scratch. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll set up a throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Ready, set.
Watching you fly. You go night-night. Some go night-night.
Hey, Haywood. Yes, yes.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike.
Shoot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
4 down, check.
Go.
26.
Now a give right side. Huggins. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. There he goes right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down.
On the set.
26 months. I know it.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down.
Switch. He's coming. We got double up.
Go.
You.
General West.
26 Mike.
Fair. Hey, seam 6. Go.
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Check 99.
And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Easy.
Kill. Turn it up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide.
And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
Check the team. No.
At their 49-yard line.
2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Leo!
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
61, matchbox lights.
It's a gain of 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Huggins. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Let's go, baby. New turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Back, 18.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll run on first down. Huggins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Zipper.
26 Mike.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Shit.
Now.
Go get him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
Go. 8 read. Hey.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Say go.
On second down now, Huggins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6 man. Check curls. Watch the shift.
22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Yes. Get it.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're going to look to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, lock it.
You go tight.
Go.
They'll try and run for it. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Mike.
Yellow.
Bandit. Check. Dash. Go now.
Mike 55.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Herndon's got it complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, Sunday.
45 to Mike.
15.
Check safety.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Huggins. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Got it. Topper.
Let him know.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll drop to throw, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. But he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw here. Going for Metcalf on the deep, and it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf. 30 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is taken at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 35-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, hey, hey. You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get there. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike
15.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
First down, Chicago.
Yellow.
All right, T. Let's go. All right, T.
Hey, rip lift.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, T. Big Sears right here.
High 7, let's go.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. There at the 22-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Yellow, on the line, right?
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Patch it. Patch it. Eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. 50 seconds. 50 seconds.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check three, check three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
18 Gator.
55. I'm here all day.
Blue draw, course, get.
They'll run on first down. Huggins. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, baby, I'm coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Kill.
6-6, bullet high. Go.
He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
On 2nd down, Huggins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
26 Mike. You don't know no better. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
80 weapons. Go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, check right. Watching your guard. Man out. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Tight dog. Hey, watch this.
5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
61, match box, right.
2nd and 3. At the 10-yard
Squeeze. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Under 10. Go.
On third down, Huggins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. The decision to go for it on fourth has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on fourth down.
Rock it. Get it.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. They come up on a first and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Watch twins.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my rare, maybe they should be worth more than...
Come on, come up to 6.
A lot of points. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. That's
a gain of 13, first down Rams. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Check 55, Mike. I'm going for back to you.
Hey, Echo. Look at me, zipper!
Check 55 to Mike. Army. Mike 5-5. Mike to the
Snap.
Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day. All day.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. The Rams on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
55, Mike, 55. Mike, 55.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
On the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may. Just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Switch up, switch up.
Greystone travel.
Check 49.
Shoot.
They'll set up a throw. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Roll out. X3. 218. Chopper.
Sponge. No. Check. Crunch.
Hey, Sam on.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 47-yard line.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
I got one. Check the hot read. Whip. Watch the whip. He's checking.
6-6. Pull it high. Bam.
Kill.
Now.
Bang. Mike 55.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 30 base.
Hey, watch the slam.
Hey. He tripped.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
To throw is Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they take a knee.
A 1-yard loss brings up 2nd and 16. At the 29-yard line.
Go set. 70, Indy.
Pick up the ball.
Now.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Brings up 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it.
Let's go, let's go.
They said beginning of the year, they set a lofty goal, Charles, of getting to the Super Bowl. They fell one step short of that.
Oh, and that's going to hurt for a long time. That's going to be a big one for the offseason. Their goal now